Stoicism is the study and practice of wholehearted action. That view will help you to understand and practice Stoicism more easily than any other view I know of. The best way for you to understand what wholehearted action means in this context is to think about a couple days. Let's start with a beautiful day in which you have wholehearted action the whole day. You're going to the city to meet your friend at your favorite place. As you leave your place, you open the mailbox, and what do you find? An unexpected tax refund from the government. There's no traffic on the way there, and when you meet your friend, you have a great time. It's like you had never been apart. You have a meeting of minds. Everything is beautiful about your encounter, and you just couldn't have a better day. Now, think about an ugly day in which everything is the opposite. This will help you to see the value of Stoicism and where wholehearted action comes in. Now, what is the opposite day? You leave your place, and in the mail, you find an extra tax than what you expected from the government. So you're already unhappy. You meet a big traffic jam, but here's the worst part. You're meeting someone in the city who is, let's call him the jerk, that you've been assigned to work with on a team for work. This person is rude. This person is thoughtless. And you're going to be spending 3 hours with someone you really have no respect for, but you have to work for them. Now, this is where you can think Stoicism should come in, and Stoicism will have something to say about working with them. First, let's talk about a couple of things that Stoicism will tell us. Number one, life is full of obstacles. Our job is to deal with them well. Number two, every human being is your brother or sister. And number three, you are to deal with people based on how things appear to them, but not how they appear to you. And number four, taking all those elements together, your job is to turn each situation to good account and become a better person, become more excellent, become more just, courageous, and so forth, using self-control and thinking of the principles that we just gave of Stoicism. Now the situation doesn't seem so bad. Now you're going to say, I'm going to make an experiment of it and try to deal with the jerk in the best way that I can. Now, that is something we all can do, and that's why Stoicism is important to us, because we have to deal with things that are some things we don't like. Most things are out of our power in life, and so we have to work on our inner responses in order to deal with things in a much better way. And the ultimate goal of Stoicism is for you to become a virtuous person, which would mean ultimately you are courageous, you are just, no matter to who it is, and you have self-control and prudence. Given that you have prudence, if you were the wise man in this situation, you would know exactly what to do to deal with this person. It wouldn't be so much of an experiment as it would be for most of us. Given these other virtues, such as courage, there's nothing going to be dreadful about the whole situation. Fear will never enter into what's happening. And on the way to meet this person, you're going to recognize traffic jams are the kinds of things that happen. So you won't blink an eye when it happens, and you definitely won't be upset or anxious. So from this little contrast of different situations, you can see that Stoicism will enable you over time to deal with ugly days, ugly situations much better than you can if you just take the approach that most people do, which is I don't think about the general principles involved. I just suffer when I have to deal with someone who's an unpleasant person. And Stoicism enables you to say, okay, I am going to make myself better by being in the situation. And so the whole ugly day will turn into, can you guess it, a beautiful day if you're a wise man, if you're the sage, or if you're someone who is just practicing stoicism, you're a regular person, and you just want to get better at dealing with life.